And we are live. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone into the room. Let me get to the comments. If we should just have some. So this is going to be the Saturday night get down. That is what I have titled this particular live today.
Get down. Okay.
Right. So we finna get down. When we have our lovely guest. He's to this side. I had to literally.
You know I'm extra.
Yes, because
Come on, lovely guest.
yes, because I am nothing if not extra. So, of course, we have our usual suspects. Everybody want to give a little introduction, and then we'll give our guest his chance to shine. Really, B, you want to start with you because you know you.
Well, welcome, everybody on a Saturday night. Thanks for coming through and joining us. I'm looking forward to hearing all that our guest wants to share with us. Looking forward to it.
Yes, bitch.
Yes, bitch TV, honey.
Yes, God. Yes,
This is
girl.
why I don't do live, honey. This is why I don't do live. Yes, bitch TV here, honey. Thank you guys for having me on. And very interested to see what Antonio has to say.
L Teddy.
What up? What up? What up? You know, it's me, L Teddy 27, doing what I do. Yeah.
All right, and our lovely guest, if you would like to introduce yourself.
My name is Antonio, formerly known as Ave12 on social media platforms, and I'm happy to be here.
I like that abattoir. I like that name now.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Ce soir.
Yes.
Boom.
YouTube, baby. Listen, the extent of my French is un poquito, and that's Spanish, so that should tell you how much French I got.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So, Antonio listen, we don't even know because you're not in the title credits. You didn't get like a meet the cast situation, but you seem to be popping off in all the scenes. So we giving you like the Marlo Hampton treatment, friend of the show. Antonio, that's what we're gonna go with. Unless you know something we don't, you want to make an announcement. Are you now a cast member? Have you been signed? What happened?
Okay, so a lot of people may or may not know. I don't know if you guys was paying attention to season 1 of Chasing Dallas. I was a friend of the show first season. I was introduced through Reese at it was at an event at Deep Ellum. And I was a friend of the show, and I don't know if you guys was paying attention to the reunion, but my name came up again in the reunion. So my name has been here or there already. So me coming to the scene, Reese brought me on as a B cast member. I am a B cast member, not an A. This season is very, very different from the first season. I was more behind the scenes and more just like come in when I need to come in and just being a friend of the show for the first season. But just being in front of the camera is like a completely different situation, like completely different. But right now, I'm going through the same situation as you guys know. People asking, who am I? What does she do? What is she chasing? So let me give you a little brief little tutorial who I am. You know, my name is Antonio. I'm from Louisiana. Been here for 4 years. I do insurance. I've been doing insurance for the last 4 years living in Dallas. I am working and pushing to have a skincare line that is actually natural. Something I like because I don't like the fact that people wear makeup so much to the point where they make themselves feel as if makeup is the confidence. So my biggest thing with my skincare line for Shop T-Bars is to take the confidence and make people feel confident in their actual real skin other than, using all these aesthetics. Okay. So that's a little background about me, but I'll let you guys ask the questions and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Okay. All right. We're going to ask some questions about that skincare line later because I'm a huge, even though I wear a plethora of makeup, I also am I have like 50 skincare things sitting on my bathroom counter right now.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. You got to have your stuff.
Right. So, because I need my black to remain uncracked. So,
well,
listen, I'm somebody's grandma. I got to get my life together. So let's start at the beginning. Well, what I think is the beginning. Okay. Can you clarify for us exactly what is your relationship to Reese and Markel? Because I feel like maybe there's some cross contamination. That's not the right word, but go ahead.
Well, me and Markel, I wouldn't say that we're friends, but we've been around each other, so cordial. I don't have anything against him. Reese, he and I have been friends for like 2 years or whatever. So we'll do good Judy's. And at this moment in time, we're not talking, but you'll get to the end of that once the season goes on. But right now, basically, I don't have any quarrel with Markel. Everything else will come up when it comes up. But right now, only reason why I am here and I had the opportunity to do so is because of Reese.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So you said I did watch last season.
I can barely hear you, love.
Oh, you can't hear me? Y'all can't hear me?
I
I
can hear
can
you.
hear you.
You can hear me now?
Mm-mm.
No, he can't hear me. All right. Well, I'll go out and come back in then. Y'all go ahead.
Okay.
So, what do I want to say? Okay, so coming into, will you get an intro? Are they going to prep that, or is that just not going to happen at all?
I went in for a green screen. I'm not sure. I don't know production and how they do things. Completely out of my frame of reach, so I don't know. Whatever they get, they edit how they want to edit. I don't have any control of that. But I am a little, I'm a little up and down with the situation. I haven't got an intro here. I'm having a verbal altercation with Premier. Then we're meeting at the daiquiri shop. So I'm just kind of like, that is a little serendipity.
So you
not to have
kind
an
of do
intro.
understand, minus the light shady moments that most of the reviewers have, including myself, have put out there. So you do understand like where we're coming from, where we don't
Yes.
understand it all. Okay.
It's basic human nature. I feel like if we are always at a table when someone walks in, we don't know who this person is, and you're looking at them for this point of view, and you see there's a lot of chaos going around and drama going around, and things are being misconstrued, but you don't know who that person actually is. There's not a storyline for that person. There's not an intro for that person. So we're human. The first thing we're gonna do, who the fuck is this? What is she doing? So I would be in the same situation if it was switch places. I would be. So I wasn't offended. It was really funny on some of the reviews and the DMs I've been getting. Because baby, like I told you earlier, yeah, I've been roasting my ass like a roast piece of chicken.
Not me.
No, you got me good. You got me good. You said she has childbearing hips. Now I took that as a compliment because I was like, you know what? Hey, I love my shape. But there was a cast member on the show, Trey Howard. And he was saying, I have a huge ass and I wear tight pants. My thing is, when I was in high school, I had the same body that I have now. I always had a big butt, big thighs, small waist, small stomach. So when I was in high school, I wasn't the same person. I used to wear baggy clothes, and I wasn't confident as I am now.
With your body. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm older now. I'm 25 years of age. So if I want to put on tight pants, I'm not putting tight pants to let everybody know I have a fat ass. I have a beautiful physique. I have a beautiful body. I have curves. So I love to embrace my body for who I am.
I have a question.
Yes.
My question is, with everything that you've been saying so far, you said that they have you as a B cast member.
Yes.
And with there being a whole lot of new people that came in this season as A cast members, and you coming from season number 1, if you had it up to you, who would you take off as an A cast member and you replace them? Who do you think shouldn't be an A cast member and you replace them as an A cast member?
If I had to take anyone down to replace them, to switch places with them, it would probably be Trey Womack. I don't have anything against him, but at the same time, I know that he's an established tattoo artist. But I'm an up and coming skincare person, kind of create my line of business. So I would like to switch places if I had the opportunity to do so. But right now, I'll say I'm like 76% of completion of getting my skincare line up. I'm actually getting things patented right now. So being a big cast member, I didn't want to be under that limelight, but I guess I'm taking it. I'm taking the fire for right now at this moment. But being an A cast member, honestly, some of the A cast members haven't really gave me. They haven't brought me anything. So that's just my opinion on that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I can hear you perfectly.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, babe. Go ahead.
No, that was my question. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, my question. I mean, not to be messy, but can you give us a little bit of clarity on that whole game night situation? Because it really can't. It seemed to come out of left field with who got an invitation, who didn't get an invitation, why you here, why aren't you here? And then Premiere just went way left and was like, you know, if you don't want
$800
if
shoes.
you don't want the producer dancing all in your videos, and you know, I was like, well.
Okay, so let me say this, and let me say this as being honest as possible. There was, because this situation happened off scene.
Okay.
Now put you in a situation. Let's say me and you are best friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say that YASSTV threatened to say, when I see you, I'm gonna, X, Y, and Z, all that stuff. So me being the friend that I am, knowing that we're having game night coming up, I wasn't sure if he was coming or not. I heard it through the wind. So when I got there, I was like, oh. But what I said was, and I completely agree with everything that I said that night. Why is you here? You said that you are not affiliated with Chasing Dollars. You don't have anything to do with Chasing Dollars. So why are you here? Mind you, he also threatened my friend at that moment in time. So I'm just like, what's going on? I didn't get physical with him. I'm from Louisiana. Everybody thinks Louisiana people are crazy and want to fight. I'm everything but that. I'm very calm. I'm very cautious. I'm very good with my words. Now, when I use the word saying he was threatened, he started shaking. He started getting belligerent, started yelling and cussing. Then he made that rant saying he had $800 shoes. I didn't even see the shoes in the episode, but still, my thing was I simply wanted to ask the question. And this is the question that I wanted to ask. Why are you here? You said that you don't have anything that you're doing with Chasing Dollars, so why are you here? It wasn't me trying to take control of somebody else's event, but at that moment in time, I was with my best friend. Reese was standing right next to me at that moment in time. So I'm just like, why are you here? You said you was gonna do X, Y, and Z to him. But what made it even worse, you took your frustration from me and put it on Reese and brought Reese into the situation. Reese didn't have nothing to do with the situation. That whole stair situation would never happen if he would never put Reese in there. I wasn't going to physically attack nobody, but I just wanted to ask that question. Period.
You know what, Believe? She's so shady. Oh no, that makes sense because again, as a viewer, I can only review what we see, and so I was just like, "What?"
And then I think one of you guys and somebody else brought it to my attention on Instagram. So why did you? Who sent that screenshot? I never sent anybody a screenshot. I have my phone set up. After 30 days, my text messages are deleted. So I don't have any idea who sent that text message to production.
It was you. It did. Isn't that how it was edited? That it was him. Okay.
Yes,
all right.
that's how it was.
No, I thought it was meant for. I thought it was supposed to be Reese telling Antonio, "Don't go to." Reese was texting you.
He did. Reese was texting me. That text message is valid. That whole part of that situation, I invited Premier and his one of his friends over. We just had a bottle of wine at my other apartment. Just have a good time, vibing or whatever. And we went to a party that night. Now this is the gag and the push, or however you want to put it. If you guys have these up-to-date iPhones, I don't know if you guys have iPhones, and I'm not being shady to those who don't have iPhones, but at that moment in time, when I have that iPhone 7, the iPhone 7 Plus. When you look, no, I didn't. I had the X. And when you look at your phone, your text message, it shows the text message. So when he was standing behind me and I looked at my text message, he clearly seen the text message just as well as I did. It wasn't the fact that I showed him a text message. My thing is, I don't have time to try to get people to get into it. And right now, as viewers and as I seen what you guys seen in the episodes, it looked like I'm playing chess with people, making people get into it and just doing this and washing my hands and walking away. But that wasn't.
Yeah. Well, in this episode, it does look like you're around when it's shade. Like when Reese sent you the text messages from Markel and you were like, what? You didn't really entertain it, but the fact that he had the conversation with you, you know what I mean? And then the comment at the drag show where he was like, I don't even know what Markel is over there with. And so I was like, okay, so it feels like they're setting you up to be the messy friend or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, my thing is this. I'm a professional person outside of the show, outside of Instagram. I do insurance, so I conduct myself a certain way. When you give somebody a time, when you say an event starts at 10 o'clock, I'm going to arrive there by 9:45 or 9:50. Now, that whole situation, I don't know how they're editing everything or whatever, but we got there like 20 minutes early. mind you, I know I have a decent job, and I know other people in the cast, they have decent jobs. We all have 9 to 5. Ain't nobody got a house. Ain't nobody rich. Be real. So we all have jobs to go to. I know I have to be to work in the morning. I know he stated that he had to be to work in the morning, and other people had to be to work in the morning. Now, Ariel invited me. I wanted to be there to support. I love everything about Ariel. But my thing was, we didn't really just got an initial time of the event. We didn't really know what time she was going to actually perform. But my problem wasn't with her at all. It was just like, with the production situation. It was just that. That's on what irritated us.
I think they were creating that. I think what they do is they show up all these times early because they want to get a feel for what they can film and what's going to be viable to put on the show. Because I think that's exactly what happened. They knew probably, watching Markel becoming heated and pressurized due to the long waiting. They knew that was going to trigger a reaction, most likely. Just seeing how everything was building up with all of these different people. And I just think a lot of it's just, it's created. It's created. If you get my drift on that.
I understand.
Because I've been saying that since I've been reviewing Chasing Atlanta season 1. And it just seems like there's these moments of created drama in order to keep people captivated. And then going back to, situations with you, being close with Reese, I'm quite sure you're purview to a lot of the things that go on between her and some of the cast members. Am I correct about that?
Yes.
So it's probably a shock to you when other people are having all this drama. Like, was it a shock to you to hear that Markel was talking about Reese when Reese was having a conversation with you at the daiquiri place?
I really wasn't sure because, like I said, I know of Markel. We hung out before once together, but I don't talk to Markel on an everyday basis. I probably see Markel at a social event or at a bar, high and by, and keep on kicking.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
If they since you said the relationship between you and Reese is kind of strained right now, right?
Yes.
If there was a season 3, would you want to be on it?
No.
Why?
Ooh.
I just after I will say this. I'll say this tidbit. After the finale of the whole situation, I'll be more than happy to have another interview with you guys, and I will give you a real concrete reason why I do not want them to do another season.
Are you going to the reunion?
Yeah, when is the reunion? Isn't the reunion coming up?
I can't say. I don't know. I'm not aware of that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they've even touched on that yet. We're already in like episode 4.
Yes, episode 4.
Well, Kane spoke. Kane spoke of it in his review that he mentioned that the reunion was coming up. So that's the only reason why I said that.
Okay.
I don't
so
know.
They're probably up for tape. They're probably about to start taping then, probably for it.
Yeah, it's coming up. Okay. All right. Well, definitely. Well, I know that. Abby, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't say anything. Go ahead. Up here, facilitate. Go right ahead.
Oh, my bad. So one of the Belize, one of the viewers who follows you guys, she made a statement. She said that every show needs a bone carrier, and it seems like they're setting you up to be that. I know you can't really get into what we haven't already seen, but based on how this season played out, do you feel like you were set up to be the bone carrier, or is that just our first impression and we're going to get a different view as we go forward?
My statement to that with the bone carrier, because I know I have actually received someone telling me that as well. When it comes down to it, I'm at the same time, when that episode comes on every Thursday night, I'm watching it just like everybody else. I'm oohing and ahhing as well. But when it comes down to people saying that I'm the bone carrier of the show right now, I wouldn't really say that, but when you tell the truth,
I wouldn't say that either. I don't really see that.
I don't really see myself as a bone carrier, but I do see myself as a person where, and I'm looking at it, I do have a sense of where I'm like, okay, what the hell was I doing right here saying that? But at the same time, I don't have any resentment of it, and I don't have any aggressive what I did and what I said at this moment in time. But I would say, damn, I can't really say I'm the bone carrier because I know. See, episode 3, that was game night. I think that was a situation, and I think that was my only situation I really had, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you were a bone carrier either, but I do feel like, you, and again, this is only based on the first 4 episodes. I do feel like you are being placed in a position to be the mouthpiece for people when they don't want to say certain things.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give you this information because I know Antonio gonna say it. I feel that's kind of how I feel.
But
I don't
my
feel
thing,
voluntary, you know.
but my thing is this though, and if we're gonna put all this emphasis into that, we need an intro to who you are.
Yeah, I would love
If you're going to be playing a pivotal role in this situation and everyone's going to be talking about Antonio, then it's only right that we get it. Do you feel some type of way because Trey Howard had an intro? Do you feel some type of way about that? Because I'm sure your relationship with Reese should have easily been able to get you an intro. How do you feel about that?
Let me say this on that. Chasing Reality is the reality. This is my first time actually being in a situation like this, doing anything like this ever. So all I can actually say, I don't actually run around trying to get attention, but when I noticed that I haven't even had a green screen to even carry through the game night situation. I was just like, what's going on with that? And then I seen, Trey Howard with his fashion situation. And how he had his green screen. So I'm looking at the situation. I'm like, okay, let me process.
And Oliver.
And Oliver even had a green screen. He was calling me X, Y, and Z, saying that I was up Reese's ass and all that good stuff. I'll get to that in a second. Okay. But my thing is, I've always been in a situation where I'm around envious individuals, and I'm not calling certain people individuals, but it's individuals of this cast that are very envious. And I know how I come off. A lot of people say I come off kind of stuck up, bougie, or rude. I'm corny. I laugh at my own damn jokes. And I do my own style, my own way. But when they come down to like me not having my green screens, I wasn't really offended, but I was just like, that's kind of shady. Like everybody else had their moments to say what they wanted to say, do what they wanted to do, whatever. Now it was 2 times, and I know they're gonna probably say, well, we didn't. I am an insurance agent. I am an independent, and I'm an independent insurance broker. So when they send me my emails, hey, do the green screens or whatever, I did decline it the first 2 times because I was actually busy and I had to go back home to Baton Rouge to take care of my family. But other than that, I would have been available any other time, but they haven't reached out. So I'm not going to sit here and try to scratch and beg. I don't do that. It's not that serious for me to do that.
Hey, Abby, do you remember, didn't they try, remember in G-Status, the little young boy, the fashion designer, remember they did that to him too? On the first season?
Which little boy?
Remember the cute, not December, the fashion designer, the one who was in New York and going back and forth with Allen or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah.
Remember in their store they did the same exact thing. As soon as you had things to do and you couldn't meet them at their time, they excommunicated that person. Pretty much, they didn't let him do no green screens. They didn't let him, that just really sucks because I really think since we're going to be casting you in this narrative as the bone carrier, well, we need to know who the bone carrier is, and it's only right. I feel as if.
You have any other questions?
I have a question.
Oh, he took his hoodie off, Lord.
No, not yet. Not yet. My question is, who on the cast is being portrayed one way, but in real life they are totally different? Like, who should we really be looking at? Like, I'll say like this: who, when you watch the episode, you really be looking like, really, because it ain't no way.
Who?
It would be George.
Now, George in a good way or a bad way? Because I think we're getting. I have to speak for myself. We're getting, in my opinion, like a negative
connotation.
You know what I'm saying? But do you think so? You mean like that he's really not that guy that we're seeing, or is it worse than what we're seeing? Is that what I don't know what?
I was introduced to George 2 years ago, and I hung out with George, been around him and his roommate.
You hung out or you hung out?
I hung out with them and stuff like
No,
that.
but did you hang out with him?
No, not like that, love.
No. Oh, okay.
But I wouldn't say like I said at the beginning, because this is my first time. I know this is George's first time being on camera. It's intimidating because everything that you do, everything that you say is going to be recorded. You can't go back and edit that out, or can't go back and say I didn't say that. You know. So I'm not saying it in a negative way, and I'm not saying it in a positive way, but you have to just keep in mind being in front of the camera and recording you, and you in a room with other people, and they're trying to figure out who you are, what you do. They're trying. Everybody's clawing and scratching, say who's the shadiest girl in the room, who's the baddest girl in the room, or whatever. Take that in consideration. And I'm not saying it's a negative way or a positive way. I'm just saying when you're in front of the camera and they start rolling, and you got this motherfucker out of the blue come on here trying to throw shade at you, and you're like, we just got through talking on Instagram a couple of days ago. You know,
Right.
Put yourself in his shoes.
So with knowing that, do you think it's hard to really forge real relationships and real friendships with these people because you don't really know what you're going to get?
Yes, you can. I always look at the bright side with everybody, and I just hate the fact that of the show so far, the first 4 seasons, I'm coming off as a bone carrier, come off as a messy individual. So my thing is, I've always been taught that ever since I even got on this platform with these individuals, I've always believed in letting my personality step out, do my work for me. I don't have to, get up here and say this, and this. Personality speaks out better than anything in the world. But it's just, woo, baby, I don't know. It's certain, Carrie D, I love Carrie D. I think I can, if I actually attempted to, I know we follow each other on Instagram and we talk here and there through DMs, congratulate him on his EP coming out, this, that, and that. So I think I can have a good conversation, a good friendship with Carrie D. Me and Kane last season, we had some dirt between both of us, but in the game night that was edited out, me and Kane had a back and forth conversation. It wasn't like we shading each other. He apologized to me. I apologized to him, and we just left it at that. Period. Okay. I don't know if you guys looked at his last video, but he even said me and Antonio was cool.
Yeah,
I wish Kane nothing but the best.
Yeah, Kane is hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
Kane is the only one on the show that's actually transparent. I give him the same way he's on camera is the same way you would see him in person.
He did say there was a lot of stuff edited out of this episode, so he was surprised. He said there was really good things. It
was a lot of good things that could have been they could have had in there, but like I said, we don't have control on what's being edited, what's being seen, and what's not. But there was a lot of good talking points in that game night situation, other than me and Premiere, and I feel like I even seen Premiere a few months ago. We wasn't even filming, and I saw him at a pajama situation, a pajama party, and I saw him. I apologize at that moment in time. I was even real. I was just listening. I came at you wrong. I can admit that, but please take into consideration where I was coming from my point of view. I apologized, walked off, and if I see him, I speak. If he don't speak, I don't carry grudges with people. Life's too damn short.
One more question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
What do you have a rebuttal for people like myself who throws little light shade at your fashion?
I do. Hell yeah. Take that red hat off. Let me go.
What?
All right. So let me say this. Let me be really real. Okay. I think the people on the show right now that have fashion out their ass, I give it to Kane, I give it to Trey Howard, and I also give it to Ariel. Let me be honest. I'm from the country, Louisiana, what they say, and the way I was raised, my lifestyle, you don't gotta buy all this, juice stuff and labels and all that stuff. You just take care of yourself, work out. Bitch, when people say, "Oh, your pants be tight," yeah, I was roasting me, but I was like, I look good, though. You can't call me ugly. Now, my thing is on that, I'll be real. The little loafers and those capri pants I was wearing, I like them. They was comfortable. And like I said in the beginning of this, situation, I'm very big on body positivity. So I know at the end of the day, they can say X, Y, Z. They can't call me ugly. They can't call me bad built. They can't call me broke. They can't call me homeless. I got my shit together. But my thing is, to me, if we was to go to a beautiful event, I can, be a little extra and get me a little extra stuff. But my thing, a cute shirt and a nice pair of pants, that's all I need. I ain't got to do all that extra shit to cover all those layers up. Because I know at the end of the day, I look good when I walk around.
Okay.
With my childbearing hips.
No, because I'm a big advocate that fashion is about one's personal expression, but I do feel like when you come into certain situations, knowing that the girls are going to be shady, knowing that they're always going to try to come for your neck, I do feel like, but I do appreciate the fact that you're going to be you regardless.
And it's it's funny that you say that, and this is just pertaining to the cast itself when I say this statement. It's always the ones that's trying to roast me. Oh girl, her loafers, or oh girl, her ass. It's always the ones that don't even got a body talk about people that got a body. Like, why? I love my little loafers. They're paid for. My pants are paid for. You mad because my pants? I fill up pants just like a glass of water.
They did talk about your loafers, didn't they?
They did. They talk about my loafers. They said, "Oh,
yeah, Premier was trying to
I forgot about that. Yeah, they did talk about.
At least it wasn't Birkenstocks.
At least they weren't them Birkenstocks, honey.
Oh no. But my thing is, it's like I love body positivity. So when I step out here, when they did a little scene at the decor shop with Reese and his wig, and I saw Ariel and Twist. I'm gonna go with him in a second. I was like, bitch, I was comfortable. I was having a good time, this, that, and that. Because I know at the end of the day, they're gonna say,
I have a question.
Okay, what's up?
Allow me a messy question, and this will easily transition into Oliver.
By all means.
I did talk about on my review when y'all were at that spot. Did they edit it out when you got your full meal? Because I did talk about how you was the only one that had. Wait a minute. I went back and watched. Oliver also only had a goddamn appetizer. Man, he's a whole ass mess. That Oliver's a whole ass goddamn mess.
All right, so when we got there, we did a little meet and greet situation. Went outside, those blowing fans, and I ordered the Cajun meat pies, the crawfish, and I gave him one. I had shared one with Ariel. That daiquiri shop is good for daiquiris, but the seafood is pretty decent. But I wasn't really in the mood to eat that day. Like you said, I had a date, so thank you for covering it up. But no, I just don't like eating everybody's seafood.
You might
before you meet, honey.
I ain't mad. You gotta be ready for it.
You got me. I was like, did he really just say this? I'm like, oh my god. And then
we have learned to not talk about anything he says. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Oliver Twist. Yes, I want to hear this.
Oliver Twist. He said that I met him. It was my first time meeting him. I think it was a really springy energy, and it was cool. We met. We sat down, had a couple of kikis and stuff. And I met him. I gave him some of my soap, and he posted it on his Instagram, and I do appreciate that for him. I appreciate that he did that for me. But when I seen his confession, I was like, okay, I already know it's about some shit. So out of everybody else in the cast, I'm the only one that he was eating up. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that, but I'm the only one that he was just chewing upon, other than another person. I forgot their name right now. So when he said me and Reese was friends and all that stuff, I don't even remember saying Reese's name that many times. I only said Reese's name like once or twice. It was having a conversation about game night prior to. So when he said I was up Reese's ass and Reese got a lot of ass, I'm like, what is he talking about? I just didn't grasp it. I just took it as a petty shot. It is what it is. He said he got his little moment of shading me. I don't know what he gained from it, but
well, he do say that Ariel and Reese when he's talking about how big they were and them two big.
Oh yeah, he did. I remember
that big. And
but Oliver is not small.
Oliver, but he's a little juicy his damn self.
Yeah, Oliver can't be calling nobody big.
No,
I just feel like it was wasted. I feel like they could have took. This episode was definitely about Oliver, and I felt like you could have highlighted a cast member. Maybe this could have been your introduction. You know what I'm saying? We could have utilized this to amplify the people that are on this cast for Chasing Dallas a little bit more. Yes, he really didn't. Even though he's entertaining, and I understand, I believe too in the T.S. Madison, they're bringing a certain level of, I don't want to say star power, but star power in a way. I felt like they just wanted to center this episode around that particular situation. But it was, to me, missed. They could have highlighted yourself or somebody else who could have used it,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not familiar
understand.
with Oliver, and I didn't know him from Campaign, and just seeing him being introduced to him this episode, it was just an immediate turn off. I was like, ooh, yeah, you're one of those.
Okay, so we're gonna take a side swipe from Reese from Oliver right quick. So you were standing there with Reese when he had that curly wig on. Why did you not tell your friend, baby, that ain't it?
Which curly
You
bit?
should the
The
blonde
one when it
curly
was the
one.
daiquiri shop.
The one at the daiquiri shop?
Yes, the
Yeah.
blonde curly
Oh,
one. Then
Yeah.
she
The,
was
fa-
she a little dry.
the fact that
And
y'all remember these wigs at locations.
Well,
listen,
It says a
saying
lot, huh?
listen.
it was pretty
Um,
memorable.
that
It
wig, I know the person that made that wig for him, and she's a really good hairstylist. She actually made that wig by hand.
don't
So when
call
I
that lady's
say,
name. Don't call that person's name. Don't do that to her.
I'm not gonna do that,
Today.
but
Maybe it didn't show well on camera.
maybe that's what it did. It look better in person.
we'll just blame it on the camera. I don't know. It was a one angle shot, honey.
Um,
I know my waist was small. That's about it. So I know I was cute. I was tucked in, honey. They talk about my little tight pants, but I was like, hey, body.
in the bags you had, that was your soap in the bag.
Yes, I at that moment, I think at that time I was working on packaging still, but I was, I really wanted to, get my thing is I sell my product to some of my followers on Instagram. They use it, they like it. So, I keep it on, but right now I just uploaded my first YouTube video today in regards to my skincare line. And my thing is I have the website, but it's not the point of me actually coming up with the website. I don't have any traction coming in to pay for the website. So I'm trying to, get on YouTube, get a little bit more aggressive and promote. I've just been so busy with, life. So
I hear you.
I understand.
that's my goal.
What's your YouTube channel name?
Abattoir.
Oh, okay. Is that also the name of the line?
All his media stuff out there so we can get that pushing.
Yes.
But yes, let me see what else. But no, other than that, you guys
I'm gonna drop the link in the channel. I mean in the chat.
Chat. Okay.
Do y'all have any more questions? Because y'all been roasting me like chicken, honey.
We've been doing that.
Baby, don't get me wrong. Like, listen, I was talking because I have a beautiful relationship with Wuda, and Wuda actually told me about you, Miss Reviews. He told me about you the first person. He said, "Yeah, you need to go and look at the reviews." So I was coming home from leaving the house, got to talking to some clients, and he had told me, "Hey, you need to get on YouTube, look at the reviews." I sat in my car for like 35 minutes looking at reviews, like, oh my motherfucking God. But I'm really happy. I don't know. I forgot. I don't know if I pronounced her name right. Miss Van Zant, the little comedian. I was praying like hell because I just said, Lord, don't let this woman sound the weakest person of the week, Lord. Don't do that
That's
to me.
who they need to have host the reunion. Now, that's who they need to have host the reunion.
Yeah, they need to have her host the
That would
reunion.
be
They
good.
should have her host the reunion.
I like her. I find her very entertaining. I love her because the first episode, I was a little caught off guard. I'm like, okay, so she did the weakest person of the week and the strongest person of the week. So she put Premiere on there. I'm like, oh shit, because I didn't like how she said get the girls together. In that moment in time, I feel like I handled myself very well. I can't speak for other people because I don't believe in putting my hands on other people's family members, children. I don't do that. I'm not physical. But my thing is, through me and Premier's situation, I was across the table. I was, in my position. He was in his position. I did not reach out. I didn't try to grab or nothing. So my whole thing on that part, it was just like, I just wanted to ask a question. And I think we was drinking alcohol too. So I think the adrenaline was rushing at that moment in time. And I think he knew, because I got this look on my face. I just know when I'm coming for a bitch, I'm coming. So
if you had to do all over again, would you still ask him that?
Yes, I would very much ask him that, but I wasn't trying to get loud and rambunctious with him. I just wanted to ask the question very clean, very calm, very collectively. But
because I'm gonna be honest, if it was me and I was Premier, I probably would have been like, excuse me, why are you asking me that? This don't have nothing to do with you.
That could have went just like that. But my thing is,
I would have said, have your linebacker friend Reese ask me his own question.
See, there you go.
With that whole situation, though, how we see it as the viewers at that party, all we see you and Reese talking, then we see Premier. I forgot who he was talking to, and it just how did all of that start? Who talked about who first?
When we got done with Georgina and Kane's
Oh.
long story, and
Oh yeah, that argument.
That argument,
Not an apology that did need to happen. What you need an apology for? For what? For who? For why?
Yeah.
I don't know what the apology came in from that, but you know, everybody's old to speak their freedom of speech on how they want things to be delivered. But after that situation, the game night was really fun. You know, me and Errol was over there trying to do something to that damn banana. I feel bad for the banana. We was fucking that shit up, and then they was kissing. I don't want to do no kissing game with nobody on the cast. I'm sorry.
I hear you. I'm not gonna be kissing a bunch of strangers, girl.
No, I agree with you because I was like, girl, it's too much. No
yeah,
time.
Like I don't know where y'all been. We ain't got no wet wipes.
Where your tongue been? And look, you know, after that situation, we got to the table, and I just wanted to ask him. So, like, I don't even think I came at him rudely because I don't even think they filmed. I don't know why they filmed everything, but everything wasn't completely portrayed. Because I can't say like, you know, why are you here? And I was talking to somebody else, and he overheard me. And I went over to the table, I confronted the situation and said, you know, I just want to know why you're here. You say you're not affiliated with the Chasing Dallas reality. You know, why are you here? You know, and at that mindset, I was, you know, looking at my friend at that moment in time. You said you were going to do X, Y, and Z to him when you see him in the streets. Reese and I both got that information. So, you know, when I found out that he was
keep that same energy.
Keep that same energy.
Right.
Now, and my thing was, I wasn't even going to even put my hands on nobody. I just wanted to ask the question. Now, either we shade each other, somebody at the end of the day, somebody was going to get red and feels, or somebody wasn't. That was the motive of having a good time. We on reality. I want to have a good time, but I was going to come for you. But when you made that statement, I got $800 shoes.
Like, what does that have to do with anything?
What the fuck I got to do with anything?
You can still be touched, girl.
And that still don't have nothing to do with your invitation. I mean, I'm just saying.
Did they invite your shoes to this? I don't understand.
Well, when you reading back, when you're in a back and forth situation, and I guess when you don't got nothing else to say really at that moment in time, you just gotta say the best thing that comes to your mind. So
your mama. That's
I don't talk about nobody's mothers.
That's how they do.
Mothers. And
they
then,
got no reads left.
And then my other thing on regards to the show situation is, you know, everybody's, I guess they, you know, want to know what I do. So yes, I am. Shop T Bars is my little business name. I create all my products by hand. I think I made an Instagram post about it, and I actually did a little tutorial on how I made my African facial tea scrub today on YouTube. I posted it on YouTube today as well. So I want to get more aggressive doing that. That's what I'm chasing. Because I haven't had even the opportunity to even post or even have a chance to be even revealed on the show. So that's what I'm chasing. If you want to know, that's what I'm chasing. I still have my 9 to 5. I do insurance proudly. Been doing it for 4 years, and that's what pays the bills and put money in my tight ass pants on my body. Okay. So that's that.
Okay.
But you know what though, real quick, and that's not your fault. That is the showrunner's fault. Whoever, you know, brought you in should have definitely established some type of intro. I know we keep going back to this, but all roads lead back to that.
I'll take the Marlo. That's a compliment. I'll take the Marlo. I'm not Yvonne, but I'll take Marlo.
Exactly.
But if we're chasing though, the highlight needs to be on, okay, Antonio's coming in. We know he has a skincare thing going on. Let's go ahead and highlight that. This is what
I want to help these people. I really want to help some of the girls on the show
because you could have helped Markel.
I knew it.
I knew it was coming.
Okay, let me say this.
He was going to say that.
I was trying to avoid that by all means. Let me just say this, and this is not me putting him down in any way. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's skin is different. But I'm from Louisiana, and I've been accused of doing voodoo out here and all that stuff. But my recipes and my remedies come from Louisiana. You can look at me. I don't have any makeup on.
I will say that you have great skin.
You know, I try, honey.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I don't believe in putting chemicals on my skin. You can go buy a thing of lotion from Victoria's Secret. Can you actually pronounce everything that's inside that bottle of lotion? I'm not saying people can't read, but I'm just saying half the time you know what the fuck that shit is. Yeah. So my thing is like I have a product that works. I gave I know before we even started getting to this point of the show, I gave Reese some soap. He used it. He loved it. I gave it to some more people. They used it. They loved
You
it.
didn't give it to
So
Markel.
You didn't give it to none of
I
us.
actually gave Markel a body scrub. He said he didn't see any results in it. So I was like, okay, everybody's
no help
entitled to
for
their
that body.
opinion. But when he even stated it, so I don't have a problem saying anything about it, but he even stated it, I think somebody else stated it as well, that he was, undergoing a procedure, taking, medicine to help his skin. But my thing is, it's not always good to go to medicine and Advils and all that stuff. I believe in a natural remedy. I haven't bought soap or anything pertaining to my
You haven't
body.
bought soap? You don't bathe?
He makes
Makes his own.
Oh,
makes his
okay.
own.
I was like, wait a minute.
I make my own soap.
He makes his
I-
own.
I make my own soap.
Oh,
I
God.
still buy deodorant, toothpaste, but anything pertaining to the cleanness of my skin, how I do my facial scrubs, my foaming mask, I make all that myself because I know at the end of the day, I know what's in it. I know how it's going to react with my skin, and I don't have any, bumps
Is it
and
expensive?
blemishes.
I might buy some.
No,
I'm
actually,
serious too.
well, I'm actually going to be posting price. I actually posted my African facial tea scrub today on Instagram. I'm actually selling it for $10, and it's like a 8-ounce, or 9-ounce glass. I have it in. I ship it to the individual. But my thing, I want to go and get the growth and going to get that reach on my Instagram and on my YouTube. I don't see the point of having a website of paying X amount of money a month and I don't have any traction. But at the end of that's what I'm chasing. My goal is to have my very first storefront in the next year or so.
Oh,
That's
wow.
my goal.
Storefront?
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
I mean, if you want, Antonio, you could make a little, snippet to go on my channel, for a free soap, I promote it on one of
I
my.
ain't got
Yeah,
no
I would love
problem
a
with
cute
that.
kid. I would love a
Send
cute
me.
kid.
I have a lot of. I got all my shit is real and legit.
Yeah,
Like,
we can talk behind the scenes. I'll promote it. We get people on here. We'll promote it.
no, I just want to say thank you
Yeah,
guys
because
for
we're
this.
waiting on waist trainers. We're waiting on all.
No, right. Okay.
Buddha, you know what? Buddha, I love Buddha.
Okay.
Buddha is
I love Buddha too.
I met Buddha last year at a bar situation. And
Who was he
ever
with?
since, huh?
Who was?
I think Buddha came by himself, but
He
I
just
didn't know him
Look at
personally
you.
like that.
He knows better. He knows better.
Oh no,
Let
yeah.
him live.
We both, me and Buddha have I can be honest with my friend. I love Buddha. Me and Buddha have the fattest asses on the show.
We know.
I know
Yeah.
y'all
can
been
keep
eating
all
me
that.
up.
That's not my ministry.
because I was-
Not my ministry. Y'all can have it.
This is real. This is cornbread, chitlins, collard greens.
When you say you're from Louisiana, I definitely believe
Okay, so this is where I go left. So Antonio, you talked about who had the fattest asses. Well, who has the biggest meat?
I can't speak for that. I don't want to see nothing between them people's.
You know what? We don't ever catch a print. I think all the girls are tucked.
I don't be tucked. Yeah, I have my bulge in the
Look
front. I have my ass in the back, and my bulge in the front. I don't tuck.
I did catch that bulge when he was in those gray capris, honey. At the thing. I said, "Oh, he got booty imprint."
I got a backyard and a front yard.
El Teddy gonna go back and look. Look at El Teddy. He about to go back and look.
But I like that when Trey Howard made that statement saying I have a huge ass, and I was just like, that's like a form of body shaming. But you can't body shame a bad bitch. I'm sorry, you can't body shame nobody got a bad body.
Okay. Well, I know.
You know what? It goes back to what Ariel was talking about amongst the trans conversation. It's like we do this thing in the community where we're fat shaming people, we're body shaming people.
Yes.
And colorism is within the LGBTQ plus community.
Yes.
Like there's all these different issues. Like it's just crazy.
In regards to Ariel's statement, I know it ruffled a lot of people's feathers, but I think you spoke on it yourself. Yes, bitch TV. I forgot. I didn't get your name, but I agree with you said that, like, because when she said, kill these motherfucking daddies and all this stuff, I understand people get their ruffles feathered, but I think she was honestly saying it from a place of anger and frustration because that's the only way you can actually convey her. And now she did go back and correct what she said. But I know that she wasn't meaning that, all Black Lives Matter and trans. But I have noticed, I've been in Dallas for 4 years, and I can be honest, I had never I probably seen a transsexual individual at a gay bar or a club, spoke and kept on going. But Ariel's the first person I actually had an interaction with.
That's what Woodley said too.
Yeah, I love her to death, and I don't honestly. I've never been in a situation like I was like dating an individual of that caliber or sexual activity. I know at the end of the day, I know what I like, but I would never put somebody in a box and move them over because I know certain people saying the T doesn't belong in LGBTQ community, but transsexual people are the reason why flamboyant boys like myself can walk around if I want to wear my little heels, if I want to wear my little shoes or my tight ass pants, because they gave me confidence to go out. Because this bitch can go out with a long front, with a badass wig, her nails on, or whatever, and she looks cute. Bitch, I can put my tight ass pants on, walk out there and do, because I feel like at the end of the day, I hate when they say feminine and masculine. I don't know what that means. But my thing is, these feminine boys, the quote unquote, back in the faggots they used to call them, they made it possible for people in my generation to be comfortable and be who I am and go around and do X, Y, and Z. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, before Obama made gay sex, not gay sex, but gay marriage legal, I was in the closet to a certain extent. Everybody knew I was gay. I had a fat ass booty in middle school and high school. They knew I was gay. I'm bisexual. So it takes confidence, but as a 25-year-old living in 2020, I can look back and know those same faggots they used to talk about made it possible. Yes. So when I hear people say I only like masculine, get the fuck out of my face. I don't want you.
I know that's right. And being from the South too, it's a little different.
The Bible Belt. Who you telling?
Yes, girl. I hear.
If I go home, this blonde hair.
And one quick question too, though. So you just made me think about this. So when you guys are filming and you're out on these scenes in throughout Dallas, do you guys ever get any like fuck shit from the public, like when you're out and about, like do you get harassed or anything like that?
I've never noticed. I probably now, ever since everything has been coming out on YouTube, just the other day, I'm known, like, I can be cute. I'm cute today, but I know I look good, but when I'm like working, my mind is not about trying to be cute. I have my little Christmas sweater on with some sweatpants. I'm going to the store, go to Walmart, get me something to eat, cook something. Hey, are you out there? Hey girl, how you doing? Can I take a picture?
No. What I meant was like being gay males, because all of you, when I see you guys come up in groups, you're so different. You got King Kane, who is wild with the fashions. You got Reese G, who's sometimes dressed as wearing like women's clothing and stuff like that and wigs. So when you guys are out, do you guys ever through filming wherever you were at, or you only like gay friendly scenes, like gay friendly environments?
When you say that question, I have two answers on that statement. One, I haven't personally went through any type of scrutiny like that.
Okay.
But it also takes a person of confidence. If you're not confident in who you are in yourself, instead of you walking around a room full of straight people, like, are they talking about me? When you're confident, you're gonna play that shit. Oh, he's gay. Hey girl, I'm clearly gay, obviously.
Right.
So that's two answers to that. But no, I personally haven't went through anything like that at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought about that before as well. When you see them filming it, I thought about that too. Did they ever get any flack from the public or anything like that?
Yeah, when I had the cut up white shirt at game night, I was like, oh Lord, this shirt is not working out. Now, I'll be honest. I can be honest on that. Like, if I would have had my green screen, I would have even said in my green screen, I was I got my notification about game night, and I was at home. I had clothes or whatever. Cause I was like, this is my first time actually doing a group scene. I'm really excited. So, bitch, I'm in my room trying to, like I said at the beginning of this, I'm not a fashion person. Like a cute shirt, nice pants. I'm going out there. I know I'm gonna look good. Period. But I was, trying to be a little extra, which I was trying to be extra. Got me a nice little button up, cut them damn sleeves off, put that bitch on. I'm like, okay, let's go. I felt cute. I felt confident. I had a good motherfucking time. Now, to those that, what was he wearing? Like I said, you have to have confidence. Because at the end of the day, they can say, oh, girl, they said my ass stink. I make my own damn soap. I'm do skincare. I can't afford to walk around here like these people be musty and humming. No. But my thing is, at the end of the day, I know who I am.
Wait,
I know
who
what
be
I am.
musty?
Oh no, I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying in general.
People who you
Because I have been. People say, "Oh, you got a fat ass butt." Yeah, y'all be thinking. I don't know what they bathing with. Then hopefully Dove. If you using Irish Spring or Dial Honey, I don't know. Girl, no. But no, I felt confident in what I had on the night. I will wear it again here. Bitch, they was talking about me. I was like, bitch, what's up, bitch? I felt good. I was breezy. I walked across that street like that. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
You had me dying.
Because you had the attitude going. You were,
Baby,
you were
yes.
I
It's
must
all
say,
about attitude.
yeah.
When you busted out laughing child when King Kane addressed Georgie's
I was
daughter.
over it. I was over because I was talking to Dior. Me, Dior, and Ariel were having a conversation. And even Ariel at that moment, she was like, I thought I was gonna get into it and tell him, but like, no, girl, I'm corny as hell. I laughed at my own joke. I am who I am. So when everybody's depicting me as, oh, this girl's messy, this, and this, and I was just like, I haven't had a chance to just show my personality. So this platform is somewhat letting people see this is who I am. But we had a whole scene when they was going back and forth talking over me, and George putting his 211 in. I was like, bro,
That's
come on.
all.
Because I was like, I had idea because I was like, oh, that's not cute. I'm like, fuck this shit. Next, I was over that whole. Even Kane was even irritated with it. Like when you keep talking about the same thing over and over, I'm just like,
yeah, that did seem to go on. But yeah. Well, I have one last question. I'm gonna steal El Teddy's question. I don't know because he's not feeling well, so I'm gonna steal it from
hope
him.
you feel better.
Yeah, my little brother.
So does this mean we're gonna get nasty?
No, it's not that. It's not that El Teddy question.
Always nasty. My question would be, how big is it?
But see, not the El Teddy.
I just say I'm blessed. I'm blessed in the front, blessed in the back, and I haven't
From
had
Louisiana,
Yes, he blessed in coming and going. Yes, God.
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Coming in the room and leaving out the room. Right?
Very much single. I'm very much single. If
Okay.
you was to ask me if I'm attracted to anybody on the cast, I am not attracted to anybody on the cast. I'm not saying they're unattractive. They're not my type.
Not
And I
your
know
type.
that. And I know mentally, some of these they can't handle me in the bed. They don't know what to do with all this body. So I know for a fact I don't look at nobody at all sexually. But if I was to ask, say, oh, I want to fuck somebody, it'd probably be Luda. No offense, don't shoot me, YASSTV.
Girl,
don't come for me,
No,
bitch.
you guys talk about
look
this.
right now, honey.
You talking about his man? You talking about his boo thing now?
Girl.
My question to you,
I get it though, girl. I feel it.
Yeah. My question to you is, do you think, and I know Reese's your friend, but objectively speaking, do you think that Reese being an executive producer is a conflict? Do you think, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, I don't want you necessarily, you don't have to speak in ill, but do you think it's a conflict or with him being executive producer and on the show?
Let me say this without picking. I'm trying. I didn't want to put. And I'm trying my best not to put anybody down. But what I have to say on that, because I know we talked about that first season privately as friends, but now that I'm on the forefront as a B cast member, so I'm gonna problem saying a B cast member, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Ooh.
You can't direct and then be in the bullshit and the shenanigans. Now, I'm not gonna take flowers away from nobody. He is working his ass off. He got it to this point in time because I remember when we first started hanging out, he said this is what he wanted. This is what he wanted to do, and this is where we at today. So I'm giving him his flower on that. But my thing is, you are saying in the intro you don't condone violence, you don't condone mess, you don't condone that. But everything that you said you don't condone, there's a video under it saying, but you hypocriting yourself every time. So my thing is, like, I don't know what the end game is on that situation. I feel like, and this is just me being real, this is just my opinion. Right now, I'm the only person I actually do verbally talk to, like if I wanted to hang out with him, would be Wuda. I just feel like personally right now, everybody's just kissing ass just to get to that point to say, girl, I want to be on season 3. That's how I feel. That's just my opinion on it.
Okay.
Which one does he do better? Is he better as a cast member or better as an EP?
I give him EP. He picked up Chasing Dallas last year, and I gotta give. I know we're not. I have to give him. I have to give props. He picked this shit up and he ran. He got it. I give him that. He ran.
That's been consistent as well. That's been consistent that people have said that he's an awesome. Even people that give him shit have been like, but they got to give him credit where credit is due. So, clearly that seems to be consistent. So yeah.
Abby?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
You got any more questions for me? You can ask one nasty question. I can answer one nasty question.
Well, that would be
Top, bottom, reverse.
Well, it wouldn't be a question of I don't
Who?
Top,
that would
bottom,
be coming
reverse.
from L. Yeah,
Me?
That would be El Teddy
Well,
asking the nasty
I'll
question.
just say this. Unlike other people, I have a backyard and a front yard,
Oh.
so I can entertain in the front yard, entertain in the backyard.
Okay.
So that's what I can say on
Offense
that.
or defense. Okay.
Yes.
You know what they say, honey? What little Kim say? Inside every man is a bad girl.
Period.
We call that special teams.
Okay.
Definitely.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel like birth is like the now thing though. Like you can't after you're done, like I was always like bottom, and then the boys started
It's
wanting
so
to take
boring.
Yeah.
My last relationship was 3 years ago,
Mhm.
and we both was verse. We was verse for 2 years together, and it was good. I enjoyed it. I really did. Versus, I prefer the bottom, but now
Yeah,
it's
me
like
too.
I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it now. Here, damn, you find the fuck no. I just got a fat ass, and you find it attractive.
Yeah, I hear you.
Right.
And I hate that they try to put you in this box because you're a little feminine or you got a fat ass, so you must be a bottom.
Yeah,
I hate
and
that. I hate those stereotypes.
life goes on.
Okay, amen.
Amen to
I
that.
don't have any more questions, but I do want to. We're going to highlight your.
I wasn't sure what to expect, but I have really enjoyed you.
Yeah,
Thank you, appreciate it.
great personality, everything, and we definitely are going to start highlighting what you got going on. And
Absolutely.
because
I ain't got no green screen, girl. I don't know what they got going on. It's like,
You better tell Reese get you a green screen.
Right. You need some green screens. You need some professionals.
At this point, it's episode 4. It's not no point in me asking. That should have been already considered at that moment in time.
You know what? Since they don't want to use you, sorry to cut you off. Use them. Use the momentum of what you got going on. Do your YouTube.
That's what
create
I'm doing
some marketing situations, and we'll push it out there every time we do a review or whatever the case may be, and just ride that train. Ride that train.
That's what I'm trying to do, baby.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abby.
For coming on. No problem. Y'all can follow Antonio at Ave Trois. You see it spelled up there on the screen. Listen, that is his YouTube name. That is also his
No, that's
Instagram
his YouTube name. What you said is not his YouTube name.
It's Ave Trois.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
Really?
you
You
say
never
that
say nothing about nobody talking about somebody's name. Really?
That's true. Valid. That's valid. You're right. You're right. That's true. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something serious.
Listen,
I'm gonna try to go easier on people in my reviews.
Because baby, you been roasting my ass. You said she didn't have no money. Oh my God. But no, when you said that, I was like, I went back and looked at myself. I'm like, he is kind of right. It did like you didn't have no money, child. Shit. But I was fucking my appetizers. What else? What else? I'm trying to see what else I know, because I'm not gonna I critique myself as well, because when I was at the game night, when I did this little head situation, I was just over it. I got tired of holding my damn back up like this. I'm like, I can't do it. And then when we got to the daiquiri shop, met Twist, it was actually nice to meet him. I thought he was kind of built like me in a way.
He's big.
He's big boned, yeah.
Oh, big boned.
But I give him his music is good. It was really nice meeting him. He's very you can't not notice him in a room. I just said that.
Yeah, he's talented, has a high personality. I'll say that.
He does.
And Antonio, just to let you know, El Teddy is my friend, and he talks about me like that. So,
baby, he got me when he said
like that.
Because my mom and dad actually watched that. They actually watched the last the fourth episode. She's like, baby, and I had told my mom what he said. I said, yeah, they said I got childbearing hips. She said, you damn shit you do. So I was like,
and another question I always like to ask people too. You know, you're from Louisiana, you're from the South. Coming out, how was that experience for you with your parents and stuff?
Okay, so I am. Because I get this question, like, you from Louisiana? I went to Catholic school, and then I was in Baton Rouge, and then I went to Shreveport, and I finished my high school in Shreveport. Went to Shreveport, went to Bossier Community College. Long story short, left there and came to Dallas when I was 22. Been here ever since. So my accent is like weird. I can speak a little French and have a good conversation, but my accent is you'll hear when I'm drunk, but you will never see me on camera drunk. Yes, you will. Yes, you will on Instagram.
We saw you at the party drunk.
I wasn't drunk at the party, to be honest with you. I was pretty good. It was just my demeanor of that situation. I was tipsy. I'm not gonna say I wasn't, because I did say that I was tipsy. But when I'm drunk, honey, I gotta
It's a whole different thing.
Just one more quick thing. I'm sorry. I thought I said it earlier, but it didn't get through right.
No, you're good.
So being from Louisiana, you just said you had your mom and dad watch the episode. So growing up in Louisiana, being from the South, coming out, being gay, how was that experience for you?
Well, first thing I can do is say I'm blessed and I'm fortunate. My parents been married my whole life and they're still together. So like growing up in a home with a mom and a dad, and watching my parents argue and have their fuss and fights, that kind of taught me how to communicate better. Because when I look back at my childhood and see my other friends, I was growing up, their parents just got up and divorced. And when we would have had like a disagreement, it's just done. They don't, we ain't friends anymore. But watching my parents and how my upbringing, it taught me we have a disagreement right here. Let's sit down and discuss this. Okay, we can't get to discuss this. Let's just agree to disagree and move on forward. Everybody doesn't have that bell in their head to say, okay, instead of they want to cut you off, or either they want to just, we're not friends anymore, but the whole situation could have been avoided with communication. Communication is not used anywhere in society in this world right now, especially in the LGBT community. Either you're this, or either you're that, or either you're that, or either you're that, period. Communication is not structured out here, and this is my opinion.
So you attribute right communication so coming out to your parents, they didn't look at you any kind of way?
Well, my biggest thing when I came out to my parents, and me being who I was, my mom and dad knows that my pants was getting tighter, and my dad was always looking at me a weird way. And when I came out to my parents, I came out to my parents when I was 16, and the number one thing that my mom and dad told me, if you're gonna be gay, pardon my French, don't be one of these faggots out here. I hate to say that word, but don't be one of those people walking around here with these tight ass pants and you ain't got no money in your pocket. Go to college. I got my associate's degree, and I've always trained myself. Get 2 jobs if you need to make ends meet, but you don't ever want to put yourself in a situation where you're looking for a man to take care of you, looking for a man to whine at. Because I'm bad enough to take myself out and do X, Y, and Z, and that's one of the reasons why I think I'm single. Because my upbringing and how I am with dudes now, when somebody approaches me and say, "Hey, let's go, do X, Y, and Z," I'm like, "Okay, that's fine, that's cool." But I don't take an offense when we go out for the first time. I typically don't want nobody to pay for me my first time. We just meeting. That's 50-50.
Right.
You don't got to prove to me that you got money, because I got my own, you got your own. We both drove here. But my thing is, I've kind of paid attention to my sociability in dating. My independence step out before my personality does, because I'm the person I am in, the body that I have, not saying I have the baddest body, but I know that I'm attractive to a certain extent. So I don't want guys to think, "Oh, he's attractive, we can easily take him out to eat, or do X, Y, and Z." Right. I always let them know, we good. I can buy my own drink. I don't need you to do nothing for me. And that comes off in a way, I do it nicely, but I just like just a tap on the hand. I'm good. So
it's okay to be a bitch sometimes, honey.
Okay.
No, I don't even think dating in Dallas is like looking for black rice in a bowl of white rice.
Ooh.
That's because everybody's flipping flopping. They're bottom tomorrow, they're top today. They got a relationship with a boyfriend, but the boyfriend is in your DMs. It just Dallas is nothing but an offering plate, honey.
I call Atlanta a cesspool.
Cesspool. I don't want to go to Atlanta. I've been to Atlanta one time.
I don't like Atlanta at all.
Because everybody got these big dreams and aspirations, and they're gonna be this and do that. I just be like, where I'm from and how I am. That's why I'm glad I was raised up in the way, because it wasn't a fast pace and it wasn't slow pace, but I took my time growing up. So when I came here, bitch, I bust Dallas wide open. I didn't fuck with nobody when I first moved for 6 months. I didn't go to no gay club. I was working both my little jobs, got my money up, and been on my own ever since. No roommates needed at this household.
Hello.
Somebody said that me and Markel was roommates. I'm knock on wood. I have not had a roommate living at us for the last 4 years, and I thank God for that.
Amen.
I know that's right. I feel you on that one.
Yes.
All right. Well, again, we want to thank you, Antonio, for coming on and clearing up
so much
all
for
the confusion that the showrunners should have thought of when they made you a B cast member and didn't give you an introduction and or any green screens. But we appreciate you showing up and enlightening all of us to what you got going on. We're definitely going to support you in your skincare line because I am a big fan of skincare. So we will be following you on Instagram. We will be following you on YouTube. And I will definitely be placing an order probably sometime at the end of this week.
Thank you.
If that is all the questions that everybody have for this evening, all hearts and minds are clear.
That's all I have.
Red hat.
Red hat, you good?
Good.
I'm fine. Why got to be me? I'm the nice one.
Child, you were speechless tonight, honey. You were speechless tonight, honey.
That's because he's sick. That's how you know he's sick.
That's how you know.
Well, like I said before, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Seriously.
Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it. Thank you for being a good sport about a lot of the shade and stuff like that. We definitely appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All the people in our chat, we want to thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Please make sure that you are subscribed to everyone on the screen because everyone on the screen has a YouTube channel for you to subscribe.
Yeah.
I'm also going to ask you to subscribe to REALLYB and El Teddy's second channel. It is called The Teacher Project 2.0. If you have any questions, please email them at theteacherproject2.0@gmail.com. Also, please check out my podcast on my channel, Tatted and Fluffy. Every Wednesday we drop an episode. If you have any makeup questions, email me at tattedandfluffy@gmail.com. If that's all we have for this evening, I would like you to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Guys. Thank you.
Let me find out Abby got a whole outro.